Hello everybody, welcome back to Chinese Pod. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
Today we're going to talk about somebody getting back together after they've broken up or maybe they haven't seen each other for a while.
And you cannot do that without using third tones in Chinese because you will definitely have to say something like I miss you. 我想你.
我想你. All right, and today we're going to talk all about more third tone changes. You can refer to our other tone change videos if you haven't seen them. Let's check out the dialogue for today.
Great.
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
我很好啊，你有女友了吧？
唉，哪有时间？
其实我有点想你，你想我吗？
我也很想你。
你在哪里？
我在家啊。
我去找你，你等我。
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
我很好啊，你有女友了吧？
唉，哪有时间？
其实我有点想你，你想我吗？
我也很想你。
你在哪里？
我在家啊。
我去找你，你等我。
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
我很好啊，你有女友了吧？
唉，哪有时间？
其实我有点想你，你想我吗？
我也很想你。
你在哪里？
我在家啊。
我去找你，你等我。
After hearing this dialogue, let's break it down line by line.
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
I haven't heard your voice for a long time. How are you?
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
I haven't heard your voice for a long time. How are you?
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？我很好啊。
I'm good.
我很好啊。
I'm good.
我很好啊。你有女友了吧？
You have a girlfriend by now, don't you?
你有女友了吧？
You have a girlfriend by now, don't you?
你有女友了吧？唉，哪有时间？
There's no time for that.
唉，哪有时间？
There's no time for that.
唉，哪有时间？其实我有点想你。
Actually, I'm missing you a bit.
其实我有点想你。
Actually, I'm missing you a bit.
其实我有点想你。你想我吗？
Do you miss me?
你想我吗？
Do you miss me?
你想我吗？我也很想你。
I miss you too.
我也很想你。
I miss you too.
我也很想你。你在哪里？
Where are you?
你在哪里？
Where are you?
你在哪里？我在家啊。
I'm home.
我在家啊。
I'm home.
我在家啊。我去找你，你等我。
I'll come find you. Wait for me.
我去找你，你等我。
I'll come find you. Wait for me.
我去找你，你等我。 So these former lovers really miss each other, and we finally got it out of them that they're going to meet because one was a bit braver and decided to go to the other one's house. But before that, we have to do a lot of sweet talking.
Yes.
So you can see there are a lot of third tone words, phrases. Let's start with the 2-word phrases that have third tones.
Okay, so yeah, there were many of them. So there was, for example, 好久.
好久. Hao jiu, second tone, third tone. So what are some really common ways you hear the word hao jiu?
Well, probably the most common you hear is 好久不见.
Exactly. Oh, 好久不见. Oh, I haven't seen you in so long. Or this one, 好久没听到你的声音. Very sweet. Haven't heard your voice for a long time. Or we could say your song. This song.
So like when you hear a song in the radio or something, you're like, oh, I haven't heard this song for like so long. So 好久没听到这首歌.
好久没听到这一首歌. So these are the most common ways of 好久. What's another one that's 2 third tones?
We had in the dialogue as well, 女友.
女友. Okay, so 女 is third tone, girl, 友. Your girlfriend, your friend who is a girl, girlfriend. And male friend or boyfriend, that's 男友. But 男 is already second tone.
There's no tone change here because 男, second tone, 男友.
女友. Joe, I have a question for you. 你有女友吗？
我没有，你有吗？
我也没有。我们都没有女友。
We both don't have girlfriends.
Okay, the next one.
The next one in the dialogue is 哪有. And 哪有 is pretty cool to use because when somebody gives you a compliment or something, for example, he says, oh, you're so handsome, you're so pretty, you can say 哪有, like, how could it be, something like that.
This is a Chinese humility type of thing. Oh, no, I'm not. Or 哪有, where's that handsomeness? It's not there. 哪有. Or you can also put 哪有 together with something else. For example, in this sentence, it was 哪有时间? It's like, who has the time? But the 哪有 is not who, it's actually just where is the time? Or is it couldn't find the time or something? What else could you say?
哪有钱?
I say, Joe, let's go to Europe right
Like,
now.
How would I have the money for that? Like, 哪有钱?
哪有钱? Or you can say, 我哪有钱呐? How would I have the money? What else can we say?
Like power or like energy?
Yeah?
哪有力气?
Oh, if I say, I want you to carry all of my boxes for me because I'm moving and I have 54 boxes. Can you do that by yourself?
No, I can't. 哪有力气?
So it's kind of like it's sort of like a rhetorical statement. So 哪有力气呀? 哪有钱? Or 哪有 stands alone by itself.
So the next one is 哪里, which just means where. But interestingly, you can use it in the same manner as 哪有. So when somebody gives you a compliment, you can respond by saying 哪里, like twice. Remember, twice. Okay, and that means, oh, don't flatter me. So normally we would use 哪里 as in asking questions with where. So what would be some example questions here?
Okay, so we could have a sentence, for example, 哪里有地铁站?
Where is a subway station?
Or we can say 哪里有酒吧?
Where is a bar?
Can you hear the difference between the two?
Wait, there was a difference?
Okay, so the first one is 哪里有地铁站?
哪里有?
And the second one was 哪里有酒吧?
Oh, because of the 酒. Okay. 哪里有酒吧?
Exactly.
Okay. So the second one with the 酒吧 turned into just 2 third tone rules, right? Like 2 pairs of third tone rules, like 哪里有酒吧?
Exactly.
The next one in the dialogue was 有点, which means a little bit. So you can often find that with adjectives together. For example, tired.
有点累.
or oh, that's expensive. No, or that's a bit expensive.
有点贵，
What else could it be? 有一点
有点难过
难过 sad,
Sad.
like a little bit
a
sad.
little bit sad.
So you often find 有点 together with an adjective, and it means a bit something. But you can have it as in a dialogue together with I want to do something as well. So it's like I kind of want to do something, or I want to do something a little bit. And this would be 有点想什么. For example, what could we say here?
我有点想去美国。
Oh, okay. So I kind of want to go to the States. 我有点想吃德国菜.
Oh, kind of want German food. This is going to be a response to maybe someone says, what would you like? You're like, I kind of want to. You can respond that way.
So 有点 can mean a bit, especially when it's together with adjectives, and it can mean something like kind of, especially as a counter proposal to another suggestion, when you use it together with 想. As you can imagine, when you use words like 我 and 你, you often get to the third tone rule. For example, in this we had 找你 and 等我 or 想你. So all those are two third tones together, and you have to change them according to what you've learned to the second tone and then the third tone. But we have a couple of more examples here where we have like more than two third tones together, like 3 third tones or even 5 third tones together. So let's speak a little bit more about this one.
Okay, so we have a sentence here. It goes, 你有女友了吧? So it's sort of like a question, open-ended, a statement. Now notice that I paused after 你. So 你 is still the third tone because the person asking the question is a bit hesitant. So 你. But if I wanted to put that into a sentence without the pause, it would be 你有女友了吧?
Oh, okay. So you would, if you put it all together without a pause, then it would be again two third tone rules together, right?
Exactly.
But since you have a pause there, there's like you have this word
你.
alone, 你. Okay.
Okay, I have a sentence that follows the same pattern as the one I just mentioned with a hesitation in between. So this one goes, 我 pause 我也很想你. So that very first 我 is our normal third tone. Then it changes to 我也很想你, starting with the second tone.
Okay, so it becomes like second, third, because the first 3 words are kind of together, and then 想你. So it's 我也很想你.
Yeah, and I noticed this sort of sound pattern in a lot of 5-word phrases with all third tones. 我也很想你. It sort of always flows that way. So instead of trying to memorize when things change all the time, it's just like, oh, have a few different phrases and you'll get the flow of it.
So after we have discussed all those third tones and third tone combinations, let's listen to the dialogue again so you can get more used to it.
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
我很好啊，你有女友了吧？
唉，哪有时间？
其实我有点想你，你想我吗？
我也很想你。
你在哪里？
我在家啊。
我去找你，你等我。
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
我很好啊，你有女友了吧？
唉，哪有时间？
其实我有点想你，你想我吗？
我也很想你。
你在哪里？
我在家啊。
我去找你，你等我。
好久没听到你的声音，你好吗？
我很好啊，你有女友了吧？
唉，哪有时间？
其实我有点想你， 你想我吗？
我也很想你。
你在哪里？
我在家啊。
我去找你，你等我。
Alright, so today we've learned all about not only third tones and variations, but also how to say you really miss someone, or please come see me. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments or any other scenarios you want to share with us, leave them down below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Head over to ChinesePod.com and get access to all the extra features from this lesson. Follow the link below.